One city, two of K-pop's biggest stars, and one timeline that's too perfect to call a coincidence. This sentence may sound like a plot in the script of a romantic fiction film, but it is precisely this reality that is stirring fans around the world. When BTS's Jungkook and BLACKPINK's Lisa, two global icons with transcontinental influence, are detected in Los Angeles at nearly identical times, the entertainment world can no longer look away. Is it just a series of random, disconnected moments, or is it the surface of a much deeper narrative, one that is being composed in the shadows of the camera and the tightness of the NDA? Los Angeles, the glittering city that never sleeps, is back on the stage of one of the most intriguing narratives in Korean entertainment, the highly suspect potential synchronization between two of K-pop's brightest icons, BLACKPINK's Lisa and BTS's Jungkook. What was initially thought to be just an ordinary coincidence has now evolved into a global discussion involving fans, media analysts, and even entertainment industry observers. The question is simple but piquant: were Jungkook and Lisa in LA at the same time, or was the universe just playing with us? We live in a digital age, where every celebrity's movements can be analyzed with photo frames, flight logistics, to digital footprints on social media. So, when Lisa was spotted at Incheon Airport heading to Los Angeles just a few hours away from Jungkook's departure from Seoul, the virtual world immediately lit up. Coincidences like this aren't the first time they've happened, but what makes this case unique are the recurring patterns and narratives, as if forming a network of puzzles that indirectly lead to the possibility that there's something deeper behind it. Lisa set out to continue her international tour schedule and promotional activities for solo albums and personal projects with global fashion brands, including appearing at a number of events in Hollywood. While Jungkook, who is known to be more secretive in personal matters, suddenly appeared at the airport in a relaxed style, without any official announcement of any activities in the United States. For fans who are used to reading cues and patterns, this is a great alarm. If we trace their track records over the past 2 years, we can find similar synchronization patterns that have occurred before, whether in travel time, concert locations, or even the shooting schedules of luxury brands that house them. Both are global brand ambassadors of highly active fashion houses in Los Angeles, making their presence there seem natural. At some point, however, too many and too consistent coincidences will lead to valid suspicions. There are at least 3 important moments that reinforce this analysis of synchronization. First, their departure was almost simultaneous. Secondly, the appearance of eyewitnesses who claim to have seen them in the same restaurant, although not in the same frame. Third, a mysterious photo circulating in the online community shows a man and woman wearing casual outfits that are considered very similar to the clothes Lisa and Jungkook wore on the same day. Although the face was not clearly visible, the stature and fashion style had been enough to spark a big discussion. What is the meaning behind all this? Rationally, there are several explanations. Both have busy schedules and cross continents. Los Angeles is a hub of activity for many K-pop celebrities due to its connections with international agencies, musical collaborations, and brand endorsements. It is not uncommon for them to be in the same city at similar times. However, if we add up all the publicly recorded elements, from similar outfit styles, overlapping travel times, to repeated visual coincidences, the analysis begins to shift from mere chronology toward correlation. One of the most interesting aspects of this phenomenon is how the public reacts. ARMY and Blink, two of the biggest fandoms in the world, have had mixed reactions. Some are enthusiastic, some are skeptical, and not a few also reject the possibility of a personal or professional relationship between the two. But what cannot be ignored is that this discourse actually strengthens the image of the two as global icons who are not only interesting from the musical side, but also from the narrative side of their lives. Nor can we turn a blind eye to the entertainment industry's role in shaping narratives like this. Many believe that this synchronization speculation can be part of a soft promotion strategy, not only to increase attention to their activities abroad, but also to strengthen their brand value. In fact, since this rumor re-emerged, searches for their names on social media platforms have jumped dramatically. Lisa became trending on Twitter, X, more than 400,000 tweets in 24 hours, while Jungkook dominated trending tags on TikTok with short-duration fan analysis videos that went viral to millions of views. But behind that strategic analysis, there is another, much more human and emotional side. Fans, as part of a global fandom culture, consume not only musical content, but narrative as well. The relationship between these idols, whether real or mere perception, provides a deep space for imagination. Time synchronization is not only a logistical detail, but also a gateway to the exploration of relationships that go beyond the stage and the screen. That is why these speculations persist for a long time, since it is not only facts that are hunted, but also curiosity and hope. There are also psychological factors that make this synchronization theory so powerful. When fans have seen Jungkook and Lisa as two stars with similar auras, both young, multi-talented, and reaching out to international markets, then any appearance of them being close together in time and place will be interpreted as more than a coincidence. In the study of social psychology, this is known as confirmation bias, the tendency to pay attention to information that corroborates already existing beliefs. If a fan already believes that they have a hidden relationship, then every little interaction will seem like valid evidence. But all this analysis certainly cannot escape ethical considerations. Does the public have the right to interpret and scrutinize every personal gesture of the artist, even when they have not yet given an official statement? On the other hand, how can the entertainment industry and agencies take advantage of the gray between privacy and exposure to maintain the relevance of their artists? This is a modern dilemma that continues to be the subject of discussion. In this case, both Lisa and Jungkook kept their composure. No response, no clarification, something quite common in the Korean entertainment industry. Both seemed focused on their respective projects, going about their activities as usual, as if the cacophony of theories and rumors had never happened. But it is precisely that tranquility that makes the public even more curious. Silence, in the context of a global celebrity, does not mean that it does not exist, but rather that it can be the most effective communication strategy. The question is no longer whether Lisa and Jungkook are deliberately aligning their schedules in LA. But, why, if it really happens, does this keep happening? What drives this unspoken synchronization? Are they exploring hidden collaboration projects? Or maybe it's just two individuals who are indeed comfortable in a friendship that doesn't need to be announced. Or even further, something much more personal. Until there is concrete evidence or official statements, all this will remain in the realm of speculation. But like all great narratives in K-pop history, puzzles like these are often the seeds of something bigger. The world has witnessed how rumors that were considered wild can become reality later in life, from cross-agency collaborations, celebrity couples who finally open up, to secret projects that end up being released by surprise. For now, all we can do is observe. But not passively. Fans and observers can continue to piece together bits and pieces of information, build a larger map of synchronization, and interpret the movement of these two stars in a broader context. Because in an already very open world, nothing is really hidden anymore. It just takes time and the right point of view. In the end, whether this is all a mere coincidence, or an early chapter of something bigger, only time can tell. But one thing's for sure, this narrative has enriched today's pop culture landscape, creating a new layer in Lisa and Jungkook's story that fans, the media, and K-pop history itself will continue to talk about. And if it is true that the two are an invisible synchronization, then we are witnessing something extraordinary, not just two stars in the sky of entertainment, but also two directions of time that intersect with each other in the same rhythm. A rhythm that can only be understood by those willing to see more than the surface. It is not mere coincidence.